Hi, this is Maggie. Today I'm going to talk about Jupiter through the signs and the houses. Uh, Jupiter is the planet of expansion and good luck, good fortune, enthusiasm. So it's one of the benefics, Jupiter and Venus, very pleasant to have around in your sign. So I'll begin with the first house, or if you have Jupiter in the first house or Jupiter in Aries. That's the house of yourself, your personality. So it can make you enthusiastic, maybe grandiose at times, and it could also cause weight gain. Because where Jupiter is, it expands, but more than likely it would make you just enthusiastic, hopeful. There's always going to be tomorrow. It's always another day. Just hopeful for the future, because it's the ruler of Sagittarius, and it would feel very expansive and very just futuristic and hopeful. It would be comfortable in the first house and in Aries, because it's the ruler of fire sign, and it's co-ruler of Pisces as well. So, yeah, and you could be a teacher or good at law, different things. You could expand your beliefs, maybe your belief system. But the first house in Aries, it's pretty much about the individual. It'd be more about your personality. So you might be funny. Jupiter can be quite jolly. They are optimistic. Think of Santa Claus. Yeah, they're pretty happy-go-lucky at time, not all the time, of course. But anyway, Jupiter in the second house or in Taurus would be your money, your assets, your material gain. So it would expand your probably your ability to make money, or maybe you were born into a wealthy family, or just you have maybe people give you nice things all the time. It's just it would increase your either your ability to create material wealth. You would definitely love luxury, and probably would tend to overindulge in all your senses, because Jupiter can go to excess, definitely. But it's lucky to have in your money house. I mean, who wouldn't want Jupiter in their money house, Very, very lucky, and material assets are good, and values. So what you would value are definitely, material assets. They would come easily to you, or you may even be born into them. The third house, Jupiter, expands your communication. The third house is, or in Gemini. Gemini is the third house, and Mercury is its ruler. So Jupiter would just expand Gemini's natural communication skills, and they would be just on a grand scale. And they would be, they could be teachers. They could be lecturers, give speeches. They could be just all over the media. They could just be, wherever their communication is, just would totally expand their social skills. Their ideas would be grandiose. Grandiose, and their communication would be I would think positive with Jupiter there. Yeah, I would think that would add some positivity and enthusiasm to their communication. They might have a great sense of humor that they would share socially with everyone, probably all over social media and everywhere. So wherever Jupiter is, it's a good placement, Jupiter in your fourth house would expand your home environment. You could oh gosh, there's just so many ways it can manifest. You could be from a big fat Greek family, or you could just have, oh gosh, you could just, well, it depends, you know, what's going on in your fourth house. It's ruled by the moon, so it's your home. It's your home or your mother, but you could have a very good relationship with your mother, say if you had Moon Jupiter in your fourth house in Cancer. Um, yes, or with your children. Um, but it would expand your home environment somehow. You know, you could add on an addition or acquire a bigger house, or just have a happy, enthusiastic home. You know, maybe there's not strife in the home because Jupiter is there, and so it's a benefic and it adds joviality. Jovial. It's jovial. So yeah, it's definitely good to have around, especially in the family. You know, um, and you would probably be extravagant, very extravagant decorating your home. So you might want to rein that in a little bit, unless you can afford it, of course. Yeah. So with Jupiter in your fourth house in Cancer, you would definitely love just redoing your home, or you know, you might have a lot of residences. You know, you might, because Jupiter rules Sagittarius, and that's foreign travel. So you may have a home in another country. You know, one in this country, and just one somewhere else, Switzerland or somewhere. So Jupiter in the fifth house or in Leo would really expand your personality in the your showmanship. You know, Leo's a fire sign, and it would definitely make you more the center of attention than you are. It would really make you positive fire, because Leo is fixed fire, and so it would get you those roles or whatever kind of self-expression you're doing. It would just magnify and expand that and give you such enthusiasm doing it, you know, that it would make you happy. It would make you happy, and it could reach a very, very large audience because Jupiter is expanding your self-expression, and it could be on a very large scale. So, or it could be Leo also is the house of children, creativity, self-expression. So all of those things, you know, love affairs, it could expand all those things as well. Yes, and so in this sixth house, Jupiter in this sixth house, it's Virgo's house, work and health. So yeah, it would make for a very good career in the medical field, you know, or any kind of a dental hygienist or any kind of a field like that. But it would make you a sort of like a humanitarian. I mean, you would love helping people, and there would be like a certain goodness about you because Jupiter's there. Jupiter's a very, very analytical earth sign, and they're co-ruled by by Mercury, which also rules Gemini. And so having Jupiter there would just add more enthusiasm. Adds almost kind of like add a little fire to your earth. You know, it would just make you more, instead of maybe being so analytical and I wouldn't say pessimistic, but it would just definitely make you more jovial and, you know, lighten up. It would have you lighten up, or just really expand your work, because Virgos are really into work and health and details, and they're very analytical. So it would really expand your analytical skills. and your work and your health as well. So, you know, you want to watch your health. It can either expand your career in the health field, or that might be a good thing for you to study, you know, the healing arts or any kind of a medical thing. Or it could also maybe expand, you know, some kind of disease maybe in your body. So, I mean, don't go on WebMD or anything, but you know, just you want to be aware of your health, because Jupiter is a benefic. However, you know, it does expand. It's like an Aries, you know, it can expand your waistline. So just to be aware of your health. But being in the health field would be very, very good for you. And work. Oh my gosh, you would be totally, I was going to say totally a workaholic, but you would have fun. You would be enthusiastic about your work. So whatever kind of work you do, you would, having Jupiter there, you would be a great coworker, because you would be pleasant. You would not be a negative person at all, not with Jupiter on your sun. Or anyway, 7th house, Jupiter, good luck with relationships and partnerships. 7th house is Libra, relationships. So it would attract relationships to you, and you know, partnerships, and expand them. So you may have many partnerships, or the ones you have may just grow and grow. It's a good thing to have in your 7th house, because it's good luck. It's good luck, and it's beneficial in relationships. So you would be very good at relating, probably very good at commitment, loyal, as a rule. As a rule, Sagittarians are loyal, but however, they are known for dual marriages, because it's opposed to Gemini. Yes, it's so anyway, that's a great placement. You know, if you're doing a composite chart or synastry chart, if your Jupiter is on somebody's sun, you want that. Or if you're doing cartography, you know, you want to know where to move. I personally would want to look where my Jupiter or where my Venus is, or where my Sun is, and if those are on, you know, like in your 7th house in Libra, if your Jupiter is there with your Sun, you know, it's just, everyone would just love you. You know, you would have no problem whatsoever attracting any kind of relationships, or being in relationships, or expanding. You might even be working, you know, in therapy, couples therapy, in relationships, or whatever you do pertaining to partnerships. You would be very, very good at. I was just thinking of affairs, but I don't think that's the case. I think it's a benefic. I think it's a great thing to have in your 7th house. So that's a great placement. Jupiter now in the 8th house in Scorpio. It's transiting Scorpio right now. So Jupiter stays in a sign for 1 year. So it will be in Scorpio through October, Halloweenish, and so it would increase your passion, because Scorpio is ruled by Pluto. So it would increase your passion, your drive, your stamina. I mean, whenever Scorpios do something, they just put their whole self into it. You know, they don't do anything half-heartedly. You know, they have very strong drive, determination, and it's also joint assets. So you may come into some money. You may do very well with partnerships. Could be inheritance money, or some kind of, you know, joint funds, and that would include banks or stock market or whatever. And your intuition and your psychic ability would be very, very, very strong, as it is anyway, because Pluto and Mars rule Scorpio, and Pluto likes to get down deep, to the depths, and Pluto loves mysteries, and Scorpio loves mysteries as well, and they sometimes are interested in the occult, or yeah, I don't really consider astrology occult, but some people do, anyway. Um, what I'm saying is it would make you increasingly psychic, and it would really expand your intuitive abilities that you have anyway, because you are a very deep water sign, and Jupiter would just expand that. So it make you very, very enthusiastic about what you do. Say, if you were a psychic, or if you were an astrologer, or you might be a secret one, because Scorpios love to keep secrets. You might be have some kind of passion on the side that you're very, very enthusiastic about, that nobody knows about, but that you're very good at. So there's just many ways, but for joint partnerships, joint money, it's very, very good. And psychic, where your intuition, you really have such strong intuition anyway, but it would magnify that 100-fold. So that's a very good placement, very positive. Jupiter in the 9th house, it's the ruler of Sagittarius. So you would be traveling. You would be probably relocating to another country, or maybe be multicultural, speak several different languages. And having your ruler there, you could be a great attorney. It would just make your personality expansive, and people would want to be around you. Also, it makes you very generous. I mean, I did say it's like Santa Claus, but it makes you very, very generous. So a Jupiter in Sagittarius person would be very, very positive, probably a visionary, would love to travel. My dad was a Sagittarius. He was a world traveler. I don't know if he had Jupiter in his own sign, but anytime you have your own ruling planet in your sign, that's a double whammy. I mean, that's such a positive. So you would reach people on a very, international scale, whatever you are doing. You may be teaching law, so many different things, but it's very, very positive and optimistic and enthusiastic and generous. It's just, yeah. So they would be a very fun person to be around, very positive, and very wise. Jupiter is very wise, has a lot of wisdom. So 10th house is Capricorn, and Capricorn would love to have Jupiter around, because they're ruled by Saturn, and Saturn can sometimes be very serious, and just get to work and build that career. And having Jupiter in Capricorn would just expand, just say a career, for instance, would really expand that, or in their personality to have it in the 10th house, which is Capricorn's house, or in Capricorn, would just give you a more generous, positive. It would color you Sagittarius, and it's also co-ruler of Pisces, and Pisces is Jupiter in Pisces is also known to travel as well. They say in Vedic, I don't really do Vedic astrology, but yeah, I have heard that Jupiter in Pisces could indicate, traveling to another country, and also in Sagittarius, or learning different languages. But it would be positive, add a more positive, enthusiastic aspect to Capricorn's sometimes serious personality, or maybe have you either lighten up about work or just be positive, be a really positive influence in your work. I mean, you may bring some breakthrough through your work, you know, and be credited for it, and you know that could help the world, you know. So, you know, you may win a Nobel Prize, you know, having Jupiter in Capricorn, or you may win a Grammy. You know, it's just a very, very fortunate placement, and you know, to have it on your midheaven in your career, you would definitely be in the public eye in a positive light. Jupiter in the 11th house in Aquarius would make you a very, very good astrologer if you were interested. It would give you a million friends, make you a very enthusiastic, strong group leader. And with media or anything electronic, you know, yeah, the 11th house Aquarius, it's the 11th house or Aquarius, in Aquarius, having Jupiter there would increase probably the number of groups you're associated with, increase your humanitarian philanthropy. You know, you would probably do a lot of charitable giving, or you know, something like that. And Aquarians are very, very generous. You know, increase your friendships as well, and your participation in groups and electronics or your patents. They're very inventive as well, and your ideas would just be like huge. They would be on a much higher plane, and you would be a visionary too. Yeah. 12th house. So Jupiter is right at home in Pisces. It's the ruler of Pisces, along with Neptune. So it's very fortunate to have Jupiter in Pisces. Right now, Neptune is transiting Pisces. So that's a lot of water. But Jupiter would add expansion and positivity. It is a benefic. Have a very generous giving personality, almost too giving. So, because Pisces are very, very giving anyway, so you would want to, you know, watch your boundaries and take care of yourself as well. So yeah, in excuse me, in Vedic astrology, it is a sign of travel. So to have Jupiter, the ruler of Sagittarius, in the 9th house, because they are known for travel and languages and, you know, multicultural, and to have that and your ruler as well, Jupiter is your ruler in your sign, Pisces, could indicate traveling to another country, you know, and your like Scorpio, you know, your psychic ability would be, you would be such a psychic sponge, and it would be so expansive that you could just have incredible healing abilities. You could be clairvoyant. You just could, it would just increase your intuition like 100-fold. So, you know, you would want to just be careful with boundaries, and you could use that, you know, in so many different ways. You know, use your, you know, you could be a healer, you could be a great musician, an artist, you know, whatever you do, your psychic ability, you know, you can just pull notes out of the heavens, you know. Yeah, so that's, you know, wherever Jupiter is, it's always a benefic. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do, please like and subscribe. Thank you.